Branching Out project is about governance of urban treescapes, and our starting point for the project was really that quite often social and cultural values don't get taken into account until it's too late. So there's some sort of crisis, whether that's a tree being cut down for development, or it could be for more strategic purposes as well, where there's new development and trees don't make it into the plan because their cultural value isn't recognised in time. So what we wanted to try and do was to find ways of recognising social and cultural value in a way that's meaningful to decision makers and to the public as well, so that they could be included in decision making. And we chose to use, well, it's a very interdisciplinary project, but storytelling is one of our main data collection methods. We chose to use storytelling because it can really vividly represent the value and importance of trees to people in a way that is immediately understandable, and it's easy for people to engage with as well. So in Branching Out, we've worked in 3 cities, which are York, Milton Keynes and Cardiff, and we chose those cities because they're quite different to each other. In each of the cities where we worked, we had 2 panels. So we had one panel of citizens and one panel of end users of information about trees. So our citizen panels were around 30 people, and they were recruited for us by consultants to be as representative as possible of the population of the city. And we also asked the consultants to recruit for us a range of people, so people who were really interested in trees to people who didn't care about trees at all. And then our end user panels were up to 15 people, bit of a changing cast in most of our cities across the project. But they are people who have some kind of decision-making stake in trees. So they might have been people who were members of a Friends of group, or they might be council officers or city planners, but people who have some kind of decision-making stake in trees. And we worked with those panels throughout the project. So something that was really striking from the Branching Out project and our work with publics, so with our citizen panel and members of storytelling workshops, was how easy it was that they found it to engage with trees through story. It was a really effective method of working. And the other thing that we found really striking as well was that everybody did have a story to tell about trees. Actually several of our citizen panel participants said when they had initially come to the panel that they weren't really sure how they were going to talk about trees for the next couple of hours, and then were surprised at the end of the workshop how much they had enjoyed it and how much they really did have to say about trees. One of the activities that's been going on in the project is historical mapping. So we've been looking at historical maps and using a computer vision approach, which enables us to digitally scan those maps and identify where trees were in the past. And then we can look at whether those trees still exist in the same location now, or whether a different tree exists in the same location. So it's about understanding the history of the treescape in each of our cities. So as the Branching Out project draws to a close, we're really excited to share with you some of the things that we have developed during the project, some of our findings, things that show the real importance of trees, the importance of their social and cultural value, and ways in which that information can be used for decision making and to share how important trees are.